first carry now for Doug Martin. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On first down, Carr buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the gun, it's Carr. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. Cook stripped, the ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, Lynch. Dancing to his left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd down, Lynn made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Marquette King now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
They start the drive with Martin, and he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats, but really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now Carr throwing on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. And with the play clock running out, Jack Del Rio is going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense. And this time they take their man down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. Second and 5.
All right, here we go.
Here's Lynch. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 14. And that one results in 35 yards. First down, Murray. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39, Philly. Here we go. All right,
On third down, Murray. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Now on first down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field. And really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Second down now after the incompletion. And off comes to Martin. And he'll get this one up to the 26. He only got a couple on that one, so now... a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And Cook has it left side. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, big hit at the 33. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. Play clock winding down. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Hey, you got three down.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now it's Lynch. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's second down. On second down, here's Lynch. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Lynch finding Thomas there for the Bronco first.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. A handoff. It's Murray. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Throwing, Lynch, and a sideline pass that's caught by Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Third down now following the completed pass. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Let's get into the weeds here a little bit, partner. The Raiders last year, road games only, committed the most penalties in NFL history for the most penalty yardage in NFL history.
Yeah, hard to believe in something they have to shore up when they're playing away from home. Third and 1, it's Lynch. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. From the shotgun, it's Lynch. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Khalil Mack able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Demaryius Thomas, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos will extend their lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Now this time, Carl throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Carr. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Von Miller in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So we're at halftime of this AFC. All right, we've got some happy trigger fingers ready to see who's going to survive this wild card game as we get you back to quarter 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, Are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On second down, here's Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now Carr, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now Lynch to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Lynch now work to do certainly after that sack. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Lynch. Steps away to his left. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys were picking it all the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They run with Murray, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lynch, left side here to Sanders. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Lynch. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a give. This is Murray. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw on 2nd down, Lynch. And he hits his man on the out route, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From midfield now, here's Lynch. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get... Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Lynch to throw. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Let's go. Green.
From the pistol, they run it with Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Again, it's Murray. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game. They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Lynch. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Murray. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They go with Murray again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. DeMarco Murray taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant, and it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Looking deep in the direction of a battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
All right, here we go. Detroit!
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Lynch. Bruce Irvin from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Lynch now, work to do, certainly, after that sack. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Lynch. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. It's picked up by the Broncos. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. A run, it's Murray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Gun. Hot. Watch it now, Barney. Hot.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Good gain there on 1st down. That keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did every...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Now Manuel looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go. Hurry up, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Over.
Lynch is going to throw it. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Lynch. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now it's Lynch. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them 1 step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.